guys, welcome to Fanm Kreyol Takeover. I am your host, Carm with the C, and today we have Miss Middlez.
Yes.
Hi.
Everyone. How are you?
Please introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Middlez. I am the owner and founder of Legendz Hair Company and Legendz Hair Studio, and we're located in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay, so how did you get into hair care, or how did that come about?
Well, technically, I never even wanted to be in hair care. This is something that I was running away from for a very long time. I was actually in finance prior to this.
Okay.
But moving out here, it was hard for me to get a job. So I was always licensed to do hair. So one of my good friends was like, Michelle, why don't you do what you do best and do hair? And I was like, maybe that just might work. So that's how I really ended up being into hair. But my mom and my brothers, they do hair and everything, so it's pretty much something in the family.
In the family,
right?
Okay, because you're running away from them, so it had to be a legacy thing,
right? So I've always known how to do hair. I've always known a lot about hair, but I never cared for it. I was more so into the 9 to 5 type of thing, security type of job. So so I was never really interested in doing hair. But it was one day, I think it was around Christmas Eve. I spent 2 days doing hair, and I made about $800 in 2 days. And that's when I was like, you know what? This just might be the move.
Oh, hold on now. I may have to go back.
I'm letting you know. And before I went and got licensed, I did a lot of university YouTube, as everyone would say.
Yeah.
And from there, I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and take this serious and get licensed. So I've been roughly licensed for about 4 or 5 years now, but I've been doing hair since I was 17. So I've been doing hair for about 11 years.
So how long have you had Legendz Studio?
Actually, tomorrow is gonna make it 1 year since Legend's been open, and I'm actually gonna start. I'm gonna push a promotion tomorrow, for my hairline. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some wigs and bundles on sale, and we already have a discounted service on Mondays and Tuesdays. So we'll go ahead and incorporate that also with the sales for the hairline.
Okay, so the hairline. Tell me about the hair care line, the Legendz.
So the Legendz hairline, basically we provide raw hair, we provide virgin hair, we provide oils, and we have eyelashes and everything like that. But the site is actually currently under construction because we're doing a lot of maintenance on it and we're introducing new products. So right now it's down. So if someone wants to purchase anything, they would actually have to go through my DM or text me personally. But like I said, we do provide hair extensions, which would be the raw hair, the virgin hair. We're going to be doing lashes. We're going to be having wigs on there as well, clip-ins, and oils that'll help your hair grow as well. Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't live in the typical household where it's like you had to be a doctor, nurse. It was just like everybody were hairstylists, so you had to be a hairstylist.
No. I grew up very Haitian household. And let's go back when I was in school. I went to college. I just never finished college. I ended up getting certified in a lot of different things. But when I was going to school, I was always a great student, AB student. I was like, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a doctor. And that's what my mom wanted for me to be a doctor. Till this day, she's still asking me, can you please be a nurse at least? But the Haitian household, they're more into, security. So, it's the job security.
Right. But even though she's a hairstylist herself.
Oh, my mom is not a hairstylist. She just knows how to do
hair.
She
just know how to.
Right.
Okay.
So it's just something that, we were blessed with. But my mom is not a hairstylist. But like I said, when I was in school, I wanted to be a doctor. When I got into college, I went to a professor. I was like, hey, how long is it going to take me to make some good money? So my professor was like, you're not going to be, you won't really be seeing the money till you're about in your 30s. I was like, oh, I'm not on that kind of time.
No, so that's it now.
Right.
now.
So that's when I went into communications. I was in college for communications. And I was like, okay, well, you know what? I want to be a news anchor. I want to be on TV. I want to be the Being Mary Jane. And, I want to talk to people. I want to inform people. And so they don't make no money either. I mean, no offense to anybody that's a news anchor, but the entry-level news anchors didn't make any money. And by the time I was 22, I was already making more than an entry-level news anchor because I was in finance. At the age of 20, I started off at the banks, a simple retail teller. And then I worked my way up to mortgages, then investments, then 401k stock retirement. And before I moved to West Palm, I was in finance. And so, so I ended up doing finance. And I used to do hair on the side. I started doing hair on the side in 2014 when everything when I realized how much money I could make in hair. So I was in finance, and my mom, she liked that as well. But la kay mwen, it do pour nous, nest and stuff like that, and they just act like that's the way to go. They don't know that there's other ways in making money. It's not always about being a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer or engineer, you know?
You know what I think it is? I think it's just that loan doctor is like for sure you're gonna make money.
Exactly.
And then like go ahead.
And I guess it's the name behind it, like, oh, petit son doctelier,
right?
You know, and so it's like the way society makes it. These are the people that are successful, you know, and Haitian parents, you know, they see that like, you know, l'un pays blanc et docteur cap menen ou bien nurse ou bien c'est you know avocat,
right.
But they don't see sanity, peace of mind, because some of those people I know nurses, you know, I know doctors, I know new nurses. They're like, did I do this? I know a new nurse. She was like, why didn't I just stick to being a hair braider? She loves the freedom. She's like, I don't like my job. I'm miserable going to work.
You know, let me get off topic just a little bit. I had a conversation with a cousin the other day, and it was just we go to school and we find a career not for us but for our parents, right?
Right.
And so my cousin said back, hey, you know, our dream is we were raised to, you know, take care of them when they get older.
Right.
No, we were not. We were raised to live and stand on our own. And then, you know, and as well, you know, help them out as well. But that's not our mission.
Right.
Because God forbid, once they are gone, what's our mission then? We were so caught up on taking care of them, focusing on what they want to do. What am I going to do once they're gone? You know?
Right. And I think what it is also is like the older generation, they want to live vicariously through us. The things that they wanted, I feel like sometimes they try to use their children to live it. You get what I'm saying? And like you said, once they're gone, it's like now you sit and you reflect, like, what did I do with my life? Have I ever been happy doing this?
Right.
You know, so that's pretty much, you know.
Right. So how did how did you sit down and say, you know what, I know I do hair because, you know, game one key comfortable. I just fetch it via like you know, okay, I do hair here, whatever. But what made you push and like, no, I want my own studio. Like I want this.
So what made me actually go into my own studio? It initially was supposed to just be an online hair line, and I was going to do hair at home, or I was going to find a location to do hair. But then I was, you know, I don't know. I just sat there one day and people were like, Michelle, you're such a leader. You know, we see entrepreneurship in your future. And, you know, it was a little I was iffy about it. And I was like, you know what, God, I serve a great God. I serve the great Jehovah. So why not take this leap of faith? And when I took the leap of faith, I opened my studio with no clientele. So it went from an online hair store to, let me do something where I can invite other people in that's looking for an environment that's, you know, very neutral and very subtle, and that I can teach what I know to other people, whether it be new students or older hair clients that don't know what, you know, what's going on now and stuff like that. So I just sat there one day and I was just like, you know, I prayed, I did my Jen, and then I was like, God, you know what, I'm gonna let you lead me into the right path. So, you know, I spent about 2 months looking for a location, and then on the third month in, I found like the perfect place, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. And, you know, I can say it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because it taught me perseverance. It built a character in me. It's a curse because, you know, your first year of business, it's hard. So I did have the nights where, you know, I was crying and asking myself, was this the right decision? Should I just go back and try to find a job in finance? But you know what, at the same time, I knew it was God's plan, because if I was to present you with my resume today, I have the qualifications to be a bank manager, you know? But no one here wanted to give me a chance. That for a year, I was going back and forth between banks, and, you know, even a simple retail job. A lot of people did not want to hire me because they felt like, me personally, I felt like they were scared that I was gonna come in and try to take their job.
You're overly qualified,
right? And that's what I kept hearing. You're overqualified. People were asking like, why do you want to work here? We can't pay you what you were making.
I need a job.
Right. I have bills to pay. So I ended up getting 2 minimum wage jobs that didn't even equal to a paycheck that I was making in a week in finance. And with that, it taught me leadership, because I was in leadership. You know, I was, you know, managing a small restaurant and a small boutique. And it taught me leadership. It taught me how to deal with people more. And it taught me how to just, you know, make decisions on the spot. So I was thankful for that, and with the opportunities that I got to work for those small boutiques and that small boutique in that restaurant, it gave me more strength to open up the studio. When the storm comes, it teaches me like, okay, Michelle, you have to make well, Michelle, that's my real name. So you have to make these decisions. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna let God take control, or are you gonna break down? Are you gonna quit?
Right.
So yeah.
So you opened it by yourself,
I
or
did.
Navel?
I opened it by myself. I had friends and I had close family members that came and helped me. I did all the me and a partner of mine, we did all the construction together, and
Oh, wow.
I learned plumbing. I learned,
Things YouTube can do. The things YouTube can do.
right. I learned plumbing. I learned construction working and everything like that. So it was fun. It was fun. It took me about a month to do everything. So and I opened around the time that I wanted to open. So it was fun. It was fun.
Okay, and also I know before Legendz Hair Care, Legend Studios, you denied a Fortune 500 job.
I did.
Now, Ndamando Pookie Sat. Wait, where are you from originally?
Okay, well, I was born in Haiti.
Okay.
And when I did a lot of moving around. I was born in Haiti, Port-au-Prince, but my family is from Benin and Jacmel.
Okay.
My mom's from Benin, my dad's from Jacmel. And when I left Haiti, I was 2 years old. I lived in Miami, but I grew up in Philadelphia.
Oh,
so I have like this hard thing about me, like a hard shell. So and then from Philadelphia, I moved to Florida, and I was currently living in. Before I moved here, I was living in Jacksonville, Florida. That's where all my clientele is based. That's where everything really started for me. And then 2 years ago, February, make it 2 years since I've been living here.
So around what time did you deny this Fortune 500?
I denied the Fortune 500 company on the same day that I opened Legendz.
Okay, so why couldn't you do both? Or like,
well, the reason why I couldn't do both was because like I said, I felt like it was God telling me, like, I gave this to you, so are you going to trust in me? When they offered me the job, they wanted me to come in at night, which I was like, what, I can do Legendz during the day, and I can do the job at night. But they wanted me to. First of all, the job was an hour and a half away from my home, but the money, yeah, it was worth it.
Move, child.
Right. Right. And they wanted me to be at work at 4. But that means I would have to leave Legendz at 1. So I really wouldn't. And then they wanted me to work from Tuesday to Saturday. Wednesday to Saturday are the busiest days at Legendz. You get what I'm saying? And I had just opened. I didn't even have employees in there. It was just me in there. So
you can have managers, or
right. I didn't have anybody in there yet. So I would have had a whole business I knew nothing about. So I was just like, you know what, God, I asked you for this. You gave it to me. Let me trust in you.
I mean, so do you feel like it helped you?
Yes.
Like, okay, so to today, this day, you would not say I regret it. I should have taken it.
I
right?
will not say that I regret
and
it.
that's a great feeling. The fact that you can, because I know at the moment it's like, oh my gosh, like this.
Right. Like I
this
said, there's days that I was like, was this the right choice? But it wasn't a regret. It was just more of a thought, like, Michelle, did you make the right choice?
Right.
Middlez, did you make the right choice? And I was just like, you know what? I have to always continue to trust in God, because I speak life into people. Also, a lot of people, I get more praise, not praise. I don't want to say anyone praises me, but I get more compliments on me as a person than me as a stylist. Everyone there, people text me and email me all the time and say, we've been watching for so long. People watch me and I don't even know that. People know me and I don't even know that. And I guess it's more so of the fact that I'm an optimistic person. I speak life all the time. If you follow me on social media, I'm always telling you how, it's not over, how God can do this, how God can do that. I don't see the glass as half empty, but I see it as half full. So I was like, I can't speak life into people, and I don't speak life into myself.
So originally, why did you move down?
Okay, so when I was working in finance, like I said, I was making great money. I used to come to West Palm Beach every weekend for a year, and I lived 3.5 hours away. My mom, she moved here from Jacksonville, and I would come every weekend. It was like I was always on this vacation. Like, oh my gosh! Even when my job was offering me, double my pay to stay and work overtime, I would not come, because I felt like my sanity. I needed my sanity, and I found my sanity in West Palm. So when my mom moved here, I came a year after her, and I always wanted to come here. It's just, every time I would come and interview for a job, I should have knew that. Every time I would come and interview for a job, I would never get hired. But I used to always just come on the weekends, come to the Griot Fest, the Caribbean carnivals and stuff like that. Come hang out with friends and family. And I actually came before to do some hair. I'm a wedding stylist as well. Okay. So I have clients here that I do. I've traveled a lot doing weddings. So every time I come here, like I said, I would always feel like I'm on vacation. I would have such a good time. I was like, well, why not? The market might be better for me here and here. I felt like if I didn't come here, I wouldn't probably have not opened Legendz.
You would have stayed up there.
And I would have been working.
That fait cop.
That fait cop, but I'm content, So like, I'm jamais ouvri Legendz, and I'm toujours safe,
And it would have been something on bagay that pensé like that
right. La fille là, ça me tape what ifs.
Right.
M'tap long job, m'tap content la fini, ça me tape ouais, okay, I'm getting paid every 2 weeks. So, qui ça m'a fait encore vivre? La fini m'tap jam pousser tête moi pour me faire ça m'a fait kounya yo.
So like, have you ever touched a celebrity's hair?
I've touched some HMI celebrities, I'm working. I did have a recent celebrity contact me to do something with her, so I'm waiting on her response. But she's doing a comeback. So she was out a long time ago. She was signed with Ludacris.
Okay.
I forgot what their label's called. And she contacted me, so we've been talking. So I'm waiting for her to give me a response, and possibly I'll do that. It's so funny. I never thought about being a celebrity stylist. I've always felt like my clients were always celebrities to me. But it would be a blessing for me to do that. So I won't deny it if it comes.
Soon come.
But I've done more of the HMI celebrities than an actual American celebrity or international celebrity.
I mean, they just as important,
right? And I don't discriminate. So like I said, I love my Haitian people. I love my HMI people. So I welcome them all.
Well, thank you. I have to stop you right there. So we have to get back to the break. Thank you guys so much for holding on to us and holding it down. But we'll be right back to you, okay? Bisous.
South Florida, we are finally here. The Legendz Hair Company, salon and barbershop, where we specialize in extensions, wigs, and more. We are affordable with great customer service. We welcome walk-ins, appointments, so please feel free to stop by at 3765 South Military Trail, Suite 10, Lake Worth, Florida. We're waiting for you, where great hair is legendary.
Hey guys, welcome back on Fanm Kreyol Takeover. I am your host, Karma with the C, and right now we have Miss Lovely Middlez.
Yes.
We were just talking about goals.
Right.
Where do you see your shop or your studio in like a year?
So right now, I do have another year left in my contract at Legendz. I'm deciding on whether I should keep it as a starter studio where, people come in and they start and then relocate somewhere else, or I'm thinking about probably making it bigger, going somewhere bigger. But I do want to open a second location in Jacksonville, Florida, only because I feel like that's where I started. That's where, the family is, the love is. People come from Jacksonville to come see me at Legendz, all the way in West Palm. They drive that 4 hours to come see me. I've had a girl, right? Yes, I do. I've had a girl come for 1 hour just so I can install a wig for her, and she will turn around and run right back home.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you should, start a franchise. Maybe you should.
That's exactly what I want to do. Like I said, I want to keep one here and then definitely go off to Jacksonville.
And maybe the first shop that you have here can be a startup, and then the second shop.
Absolutely, that's where it all started.
So, what advice do you have for women that are in the same industry as?
What I would want to tell them is It's hard. I'm not gonna lie to
I know
you.
it's competitive
It's
in the.
very, very, very competitive. But like I've always said, there's money out here for everybody, and there's different types of salons. There's people that more so deal with the chic look. There's people that deal with the natural hair salons.
And it's
There's
hard to
the
find
right,
that.
and there's people that deal with dreads.
Mhm.
There's people that like the edgy look. There's people that like the modern look. So just find what it is that you like to do and stick to that. And always, you need a team. You by yourself, it's gonna get you far, but in all honesty, you need a team. You need good people around you that's gonna push you, because you're gonna get to the point where you're not gonna feel like you want to continue. But keep striving, because being a hairstylist, it's like being an artist. You make people beautiful. So if you believe in that art, don't give up.
Mhm.
But like I said, you have to have perseverance. You have to pray through it. You have to believe in yourself, because people are not going to always believe in you. People are not going to want to always go to you because it's you. People are going to want to break you down. People are going to want to tell you, no, someone else can do it better, do this, do that. But don't give up. Because like I said, it's not easy, but it's worth it at the end. It's worth being your own boss. It's worth talking to the people in your chair, getting to know them, hearing their problems. Sometimes I feel like I'm a whole minister out here, a whole therapist. It's true
Whole
what they say. Your
therapist.
your hairstylist becomes your best friend.
Mhm.
So yeah, don't give up. Just keep going if that's what you want to do. And there is money in doing hair. You
I know.
just have to find what it is that you like about hair. You have to master something.
Mhm.
Well, you can master it all. Well, I'm not gonna say you can master it all. You can be good at it all, but find something and master in it.
I'm gonna ask you a quick question before we move on this topic from this topic. What's your favorite hairstyle to do?
I am a traditional hairstylist. So that means that I like to do the look where people have a leave out. And so you can wear that look to weddings, to work, on a date.
Okay.
I like people to always look like their hair belongs to them, natural. But signature, um, my signature style is the bob.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Is the bob.
And then you told me you do natural hair as
I
well.
do natural hair because I am natural, going on 3 years now, and I do have a dread.
I know
It's
you
the
did
new
say
way.
it's,
It's the new
I
wave.
feel like it's a new. It's crazy because I was you know how they say like you don't notice or recognize something until you have it or until like you end
Right.
up start talking about it. I
Right.
swear I got like before I had this, I rarely seen it around.
Right.
After this, it was like I will see a sister. I'll call them sisters
Right.
sometimes,
Right.
and I'm like, oh sister, we
Right. And I have some friends that are like, is that a rat tail? I'm like, it is not a rat tail. Oh my gosh. But
I
I'm a
forgot.
natural hairstylist, so I do natural hair. Like I do the natural extensions. I do the wash and goes. Whatever it is that you need, I do it. Yes, girl. Come see me.
I'm coming.
Come see
I'm
me.
coming. I'm need a press out and all, girl.
Okay, I do it all. I do it all. We have a loctician at the shop. We have a natural hairstylist. She does blowouts, silk presses, braids, weaves, and everything. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay, so growing up, low living on like I was it like I like on Legley's type rule or was it how was it growing up?
Lakay mwen, ete lakay l'école. L'église là, yo pas tellement forcé l'église sou mwen, but it's like some.
Kimiak.
I know, but my grandma, they're gonna l'église. I used to actually go to church myself growing up with my grandparents or the neighborhood church. It's not that my parents weren't into church, but they were more into providing. So, working as much as they can. But they did pray at home and everything like that. But I found my way to church. As I got older, me and my mom, we got more into church together, and it was good. But I knew like Sunday I had to go to church. I don't know if it was because of TV. I don't remember how, but it's just like I knew Sunday I had to go to
What was
church.
it like a religion thing? What's your religion?
I'm a Christian.
Yeah,
I'm a
it's like
Christian.
Sunday is
Yeah, I am a Christian. But it's so crazy because growing up, I was going to Lutheran churches, Presbyterian, but it was just because I didn't know, I didn't really know too much about that. I just went to the neighborhood church. But when I went to church with my grandma, I went to a Christian church. But once I moved away, and when my parents separated and I started living with my mom, that's when we more so got into church, and I was going to a Baptist church, which it was a family's church. Then I ended up baptizing Pentecostal.
Okay.
And it's funny because people are like, "You're Pentecostal. You don't dress like a Pentecostal. You don't wear the skirts and the shirts and the long shirts, and you cut
You're
your
not as
hair.
conservative,
You
yeah.
wear makeup." I'm like, I like the way they worship. I like the way they pray.
Right.
I like the speaking in tongues. That's the only the only church I've ever been in that I felt like when I prayed and worshiped that I was in touch with God. But they never forced me to step out my element and, wear not their clothes, but wear the skirts and not cut my hair and look very plain Jane. Not saying that, they're plain Jane, but they are just very natural. They do abide by the Old Testament, but I like their way of praying, their way of worshiping. So I wouldn't say like, religion, but I do believe in Jesus. I do believe in God and all that other stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get too much into religion,
Right.
but it's just a religion is just a way, a guidance.
Right.
But sukon puye, sukon bonjour,
Right.
sukon papao.
Right.
It shouldn't
And
be
it's
hard.
not even about religion. It's like, just, being like they said, the Holy Spirit,
Right.
spiritual. So
Yeah.
I am very in touch with, the Holy Spirit and, my spirit and, God and everything like that. But I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, it's the religion, it's the religion.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, quick question.
Right.
Griot tasso.
Tasso, for a fact.
Why?
Tasso kablit, tasso turkey.
Oh, why not griot?
I'm not saying I don't like griot, but I don't know. It's just the goat tastes better. The turkey tastes better to me.
I mean, isn't there a no, never mind. Griot is strictly pork. So
Right. It's just pork, but it's my si I get tasso, si I get turkey.
And you'll stick the
I want to grill, but and then the crazy part is I don't just jump. I jump into the fat part straight.
Oh no, you want to know?
I real grill.
I feel like most people, most Haitians like the fat. I don't like the fat.
You don't? I mean, I don't know. When it's really fried, to the T, then I like it.
No.
But and it's so crazy because it's so chewy. But I don't like gizzards because they're chewy. But like I said, I'm a tasso and turkey kind of person. So,
because when I'm
what's crazy? I don't like pickles. I like pickles zonyo, not the one with the cabbage. Right. Very backwards. Very confusing.
I only have the pickles zonyo when my mom used to book on this lumbi. That's when I have the pickles zonyo.
I don't know. Maybe it's the shoe. Right. Mom is not shoe one, but
so that means you don't like legume.
I do. I have to eat it when they make it when I'm not home. If I'm home and they're making it,
if you smell it,
it's
then
the smell. Yeah, I don't like coleslaw.
Okay, but nobody likes coleslaw though. That's the difference.
I've ran into some Haitians that like coleslaw.
That's rare.
I've ran into them.
Oh, okay. So legume or lalo?
Wow. My mom is from Benin, so we make legume at home. I love legume, but since I've moved to Palm Beach, I've started eating lalo a lot, but I like legume. But I like both, but I lean more so towards legume.
What do you eat your legume with?
I used to eat it with du blanc a lot, but I'm not against rice or nothing like that, but I started eating it more so with banan. I don't know why. I don't know. I have my days, but I like legume. I like du. I like the legume du, of course, du blanc, but sometimes I find my days is not eating with banan. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's a little
sometimes
healthier.
I just eat it just like that.
It's a little legume just like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. Like, I guess it's because I'm just, my mind is trained to have one, like both of them together. So I feel like if I just have one separately, I feel like I did not eat.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right.
So how do you feel about keeping up with social media and what you do?
And well, that's funny you say that. I was just talking about that the other day. I'm not Facebook frenzy. I'm not crazy about Facebook, but I use it for business. If it wasn't the fact that I am a business owner and there's important things that I do in life, I wouldn't even have an Instagram. But my girl that does PR for me, she's like, you're more popular than your business, so people are going to gravitate towards your business because of you. So I don't have like the biggest social media following, but I have enough. But it's growing though. But I wouldn't even really care about Instagram if I didn't have a business. There's days that I will go days without posting, but then I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot, I got a business, I got to keep up. But social media, I think it's a way of destroying people sometimes. It's a good and a bad thing.
Okay, right.
So if your spirit is not in touch, like if you're not in tune with yourself, if you're not sure about yourself, social media will break you.
Okay, agree. I also feel like it's really how you use it, how you use the tool.
Right.
I mean, if you go on there and
for
blast yourself and do all that, then that's all it's going to be. But then if you're on there and it's all about business and you know where your confidence at, so you can see a post and be like, okay, go do your thing, and it doesn't break you down, So yeah, it's just, I guess it's how you use it. So we spoke about before we started rolling about marriage and polygamy.
Okay, yeah.
How do you feel about that? Like I know most Haitian men, they're all for
Polygamy.
polygamy.
Right.
so, yeah. How you?
I am a one person girl.
Right.
Marriage, I respect marriage. Marriage is a covenant and I respect it. Of course they say that in the Bible God doesn't recognize boyfriend and girlfriend, but he does recognize when you break someone's heart. But I'm into marriage. Like I want to be married, I want to have children. I want 4 children actually. I know, right? I
All girls,
want
all boys.
and I'm praying, God, this season, God is working on me to make me into a wife for me, into a wife of Proverbs 31. But I think that it's one person, one person. I'm into being with one person. I've had, of course, back in the days growing up, in your late teens, early 20s, you want to date a whole bunch of guys and see what's out there. I feel like when there's too many, you get confused.
Right.
So it's you want something from each person to create that one guy.
Right. I was just talking to somebody about that the other day.
Right. So I'm not into polygamy. I'm into marriage. Die hard.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. So real quick, could you give us? Hold on, because you are a Bel Fanm.
Right.
You're giving me Bel Fanm vibes, so I want you to tell me. L'entendez Bel Fanm, ça veut dire pour.
Well, Bel Fanm, right there, Bel Fanm, beautiful woman. When you hear the word, when someone describes a beautiful woman, what do they say? Inside and out.
Right.
So Bel Fanm to me is someone that's beautiful from the inside first, and then beauté qui belle. Someone that's diverse, someone that is understanding, someone that's strong. You get what I'm saying? That they can take the tackles of life but not give up. Mm-hmm. Someone that doesn't need validation from somebody else. That's just ready to stand firm and stand for what they believe in. But like I always say, a Bel Fanm, you're a Bel Fanm starting from the inside, because you can be beautiful on the outside, but if your vibe, if your energy is not good, no one wants to be around you. No one sees the beauty of you. So I think I know what a Bel Fanm to me is. Someone that's beautiful inside and out, and then someone that's just strong, that's ready, that's not scared, that's optimistic, that's positive. So.
Right. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Could you please let us know all your social medias, your Legend Studios page, social media, everything. Let us know.
My personal social media is @mid_Chels, because my real name is Michels, but no one can ever pronounce it. But they call me Middlez for short. My hair page is Legendz Hair Co. That's my hair page. We are located at 3765 South Military Trail, Lake Worth, Florida, 33463. You can DM me on my personal page or the hair page, or you can contact us at 904-600-9277. We have a lot of great things in store. Like I said, our website is under construction right now. We're creating something different, bigger and better. We want Legendz to be even better this year. We are looking for stylists, braiders, dreads. If you can, if you can do it all, we're looking for it.
Listen here, I love to plug our audience in. So the fact that you said it, thank you. Look, your hairstylist, you have your license, hit her up.
Hit me up. Okay? You'll love it. If you've ever been to Legendz, once you walk in, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm at home. We have like a couch setting. It's gray in there. It's black. It's, we have colors. It's very neutral. We play compa, we play reggae, we play Afrobeat, we have Netflix on, Hulu.
Okay.
We're all talking,
right.
we drink
Big
wine.
Vibes.
Right.
Big vibes.
Sometimes we order food.
Right.
And, it's fun. It's fun.
Also, for all the naturalistas out there, because I know I have a lot of people DM me, hey, Carmen, do you know anybody who does natural hair, any hairstylists is down here? Yes, she does natural hair.
I do, and then we have another project coming up with natural hair, so stay tuned for that. So that's all I'm gonna say about that part.
That's it. That's it. Shout out to Valmas Cremas. Shout out to our new Fanm Kreyol's new stylist, Ms.Phay's closet, guys. This is where I got my top from, my pants, my pieces. Ms.Phay's closet. Okay. Follow us. Follow Lux Media. Follow Bel Fanm Inc.'s page, and also follow me as your host. I am Karma. That's Karma with a C _. Thank you and bisous.